Being a board member provides me the opportunity to execute my civic and technical background for the enhancement of our beautiful community and happiness of our fellow village residents. I look forward to achieve these common goals through better communication and cooperation with other members of the board. I graduated from Abadan Institute of Technology, AIT, 1956, BS Petroleum Chemistry, then Master of Science Chemical Engineering, 1957. I studied crude oil evaluation technology at the Shell Research Station, Amsterdam, 1961. I worked as a chemical engineer for 10 years, Abadan Refinery. I worked as a senior project engineer for the development of a petrochemical complex at the south part of Iran, a joint venture between National Petrochemical Company of Iran and Mitsui and Company, named IJPC. After the Iran Revolution, I was assigned the CEO of this company, IJPC. Then I joined an engineering company named Bina Engineering, and I worked as a CEO for 10 years. I worked as a senior project engineer for the Ralph M. Parsons at Pasadena, California, for 4 years. I completed my teaching credential at the El Camino College and Dominguez Hills, and I taught math and science to 12th grade student at Lawndale High School, and then I was retired in 2004.
Hi, my name is Diane Casey, and I am currently a member of the United Mutual Board of Directors, while also serving on the United Landscape Committee as chair and governing documents. And now I am seeking re-election. I've lived happily in the village for 18 wonderful years. Love it here and want to continue to help make living here even better. In addition to serving as a United Director, I am an accountant, a certified public accountant with 30 years of hands-on experience, which, as many of you are aware, has served United well. As an example, I was a leader in strongly opposing a motion for our mutual to sustain a $1 million loss by selling our investment portfolio at a low time in the bond market. I worked tirelessly with other board members and resident members to defeat its passage, and am pleased to announce that on the final vote 2 weeks ago, the motion failed. There are many issues facing our unique village, particularly in United Mutual. It's critical to have knowledgeable, caring board members whose only interest lies in the betterment of the village and the quality of service to its residents. I have proven to be a wise warrior for that cause, as demonstrated in the successful fight to save our 300 Canary Island pine trees. There is still much to be done. The result of my time and in-depth experience on your board and multiple GRF committees, such as the Community Activities Committee, Disaster Preparedness, and the ITAC Committee, which selected our new ERP system, is a clear indication that I have earned, deserve, and can ask for your vote to serve again as your United Director. In addition to continuity, I bring well-honed experience, calmness, and wisdom necessary to help the team be successful. I am here to listen to you. We had a successful town hall this month with El Toro Water District presenting water conservation. Next month, the Maintenance and Construction Committee has arranged for Southern California Edison Company to speak to us on charging electric cars. The United Mutual Board, under the exceptional leadership of President Anthony Liberatore, is now making great strides fixing issues from current and prior years. He has my full, complete support. And you've had an opportunity to hear from other candidates seeking to serve as United Mutual Board members. So you do have choices. With that in mind, I would like to point out again that I am the only candidate currently running with experience on the United Board. I am intricately involved in many United and committee issues that require no update or learning curve, as my tenure is a work in progress on all board matters in discussion. With that and my overall qualifications in mind, if you value someone with proven history, strong financial background, extensive board and committee experience, along with a continuity of dedicated service to the village, I believe your vote for me is the right choice, and I won't let you down. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tom Tuning. I'd like to start by saying that I think Laguna Woods Village and the United Mutual is a great place to live. I think the landscaping is wonderful, the amenities are abundant, and the buildings are fairly well maintained. I enjoy my daily walks throughout the United Mutual and use more and more of the amenities all the time. But like any HOA, there's always more desired enhancements than there is budget. Laguna Woods Village is a distinguished place to live, and I want to keep it that way. My approach to serving on the board of directors will be to represent the residents of United Mutual and to listen to the input from the residents. I will actively search for win-win solutions to both problems and opportunities. As a manager, I've always worked to make others successful. So I will work to make VMS, to make GRF, to make the board of directors and the residents of United Mutual successful. I will work for enhanced communications throughout the United Mutual. I have extensive experience in finance, accounting, information technology, management, purchasing, contracts, grants, and project management. I have earned degrees in mathematics, a bachelor's of science, an MBA, and a master's of science, business administration, and management information service systems. My goal is to always serve with excellence and integrity. This coming year will be especially difficult because of the rate of inflation, and it will take a lot of teamwork and communications to keep the assessments low and to keep cost savings in place and look for efficiency enhancements. I'll conclude with just a little bit of personal information about myself. I'm 66 years old. I've been married for 45 years to my wife, Noelle. We have 3 children and 10 grandchildren. I have the 3 earned degrees. I've served on the boards of many different organizations, including the Lubbock Emergency Communications District 911 Board and the Texas Tech College of Business Advisory Board. I'm not running against any candidates for the board. I'm only offering to serve as a United board member. And most of all, I want United Mutual to continue to be a great place to live. So thank you and God bless.
Good day, I'm Mary Simon. I'm running for the United Board Director. I was not able to do this until now to record my introduction video, but I'm happy to do this and introduce myself to you. I have been a resident of Laguna Woods for 11 years this October, and I retired last October and decided it was time to get more involved in Laguna Woods Village. I bring to the board many skills through my work experience and past civic involvement. I'm a chemical engineer, a business owner, and a previous member of the Southington, Connecticut Board of Education, where I served for 6 years, and the Southington Board of Finance, where I served for 4 years and was the chairwoman. By serving on these boards, I became very familiar with Robert's rules and how a board meeting should be conducted. Why do I want to serve as a director on the Laguna Woods United Board? Well, one reason is that in the last 10 years, I've watched my HOA fees increase every single year. And I feel that as a board member and being on the finance committee that I was in the town of Southington, that a board needs to look more deeply into the expenses and best practices of the organization and how Laguna Woods operates to make sure that we're getting the most for our money and where we can cut costs that don't adversely affect the residents, but that affect our HOA fees and hopefully in either a decrease, which I cannot see, but to stabilize them. We need to evaluate waste and we need to introduce more efficiencies and work with VMS. For example, when I was on the Board of Ed, I worked closely with purchasing department to secure more favorable fuel oil prices and even to have the supplier store our yearly purchase for free. Now I know we don't use fuel oil, but we certainly do use a lot of electricity and gasoline, both in cars and equipment. We are neighbors and we need to look out for each other. We need to continue to live in a safe and financially sustainable environment. I belong to the Laguna Woods Village Hiking Club and the Cribbage Club. And I walk every day, and I can usually be found at Clubhouse 1 at the drop-in lounge between 9 and 10 a.m. on my way home. You're very welcome to meet with me and discuss and talk and tell me your concerns or things that you think I should look into. As a side note of interest, I did in the competition, I did name the Village Breeze. So again, I'm asking for your vote. You've received your ballots in the last few weeks. Please submit them and mark Mary Simon for one of the Board of Director seats. Thank you very much for your attention and have a great day.